Welcome back to House Clark. We're making Southern mixed greens. I'll be using 3 different types of greens. These are mustard greens, and the first thing that we're going to do is remove the hard part of the stem. You'll want to be sure to buy a lot of greens as they do cook down quite a bit. I bought 3 bundles of mustard greens. These are kale greens, and I bought 2 bundles of those. And again, we're just going to remove the hard part of the stem. The whole stem does not have to be removed. You can leave just a little bit at the top, and it's still tender enough to where it will cook down. These are turnip greens. I bought 2 bundles of those. And again, we're going to remove the hard part of the stem. You can purchase the greens that have been previously cleaned. If you're working with greens that you purchase in bulk, you want to make sure that you wash them thoroughly. Now, I've seen people wash greens in many different ways. I've seen people wash them in the tub. I've seen people wash greens in a laundry washer, but this is what works for me. I just fill up one side of the sink with water and I agitate the leaves around. That knocks the sandy soil off of the leaves and also removes any debris. Once I'm finished with this set, I'm going to wash another set of greens behind it, and then I'm going to go back and wash them once again, because the last thing you want is a plate of dirty greens. And the only way that you're going to know that someone is serving you some dirty greens is when you bite into it and you feel sand. Just put the fork down. Don't eat another bite of those greens because someone did not wash the greens. They didn't wash them. So we're going to keep cleaning these greens. And this is a lengthy process. I think greens are probably one of those labor of love type of foods, if someone really puts the time into it. So we're going to do a little close-up so I can show you what kind of debris is left over. And this is after the first wash. You can see all the sand that's at the bottom of the sink, and there's one little bug. And out of all the greens that I had, I only had 1 bug, so that was pretty good. And this is the second wash that I'm going to do. And if this water came out dingy, I would do a 3rd wash, and so on and so forth until all the greens are clean. I do not serve dirty greens. So again, you just have to agitate them around, make sure they're soil free, and the water should be very clear. And once you see that you've got clear water, you can go ahead and start cooking. You're going to need a very large pot. Add 2 tablespoons of canola oil and 1/2 tablespoon of red chili flakes. Set your pot on a medium-high heat, and then you'll add your first set of greens. Once you put the first set of greens in, place the lid on the pot and go ahead and wash some more greens. And as soon as you've got some more greens to go in, you'll need to stir the pot and you'll see how much these cook down. As you can see, we've got plenty of pot liquor, so we don't have to worry about adding water right now. Go ahead and add some more greens. And don't be afraid, just cram them down in there. Once I get these greens in, I'm going to place the lid back on the pot again, and I've got 1 more set of greens to wash. Okay, so I'm on my last round for adding greens to the pot. I'm just going to go in and stir these around so I can make some space. And you can see that they've cooked down quite a bit. Now, this isn't exactly the traditional way of making greens. There's usually ham hock involved or some type of smoked meat, and we may make a video like that a little bit later in the future. but I wanted to make this a user-friendly video that really you can make this for anyone and they should be able to eat it and enjoy. We're going to keep the seasoning simple. We're just going to do salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. Once you finish seasoning, put the heat setting on a medium-low. And we're just going to let this slowly simmer for at least 4 hours. Every hour you'll want to go in and check and stir. Make sure your pot doesn't need any water. If it does need water, just add about 4 ounces at a time. And this is the finished product after 4 hours of cooking. Very tender and delicious, full of flavor and ready to serve. Thank you all again for stopping by House Clark. We hope you enjoy these Southern mixed greens. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe to our cooking vlog.